Hi, this is Custom Media Creations, coming at you with something a bit different today. So, this is the Scarlet and Violet Surging Sparks Pokemon Build and Battle Pack. Now, for this review, I'm mainly just going to have a chat about how I actually got into Pokemon today. And that way you can pause at any moment in the video. I'm not going with a script or anything, this is all just, just winging it really, because this is the first for me. So I don't know a lot about Pokemon yet, but I'm getting there. So here we go. So essentially what I did, me and my little brother went to a card shop today, and we were just checking out the Pokemon because he's really into Pokemon, and he suggested that I get into it too, so we have something to play together. So we went there, and the card shop essentially had these build and battle boxes, and I was talking to this guy, we're just talking about Pokemon and where to begin, because I'm really a beginner at it. I'm more of a Yu-Gi-Oh guy. But essentially we just went there and they told us about these build and battle boxes, and they had some available. So, we got some and I brought it home and I just opened it. I thought I'd record a video about it because, these aren't coming out for like a week. These guys had it early somehow. So, yeah, essentially what happened is we just went there, had a chat, and basically just talk Pokemon because I actually want to get into it. I'm actually planning on building a deck about Giratina, which is really cool. I hope to make more videos about this someday if you guys are interested in it. But yeah, anyway, here's a deck list. It just comes with the cards that you can check off from what I know. Played a game with my little brother. He beat me by miles. I didn't do very well on that one, but I'm picking up the basics as I go. It's quite a complex game from what I remember. I used to play it when I was little, and it was a little bit different. But yeah, these are just the building tips, stuff that comes with it. So if you want to pause and read it, if you can, go for it. So here are the contents. You've got 4 booster packs and just a full deck as well. So all this comes included. It's actually quite big for a box. You'd get a deck and then 4 booster packs full of 10 cards each. So I'm just going to open these. You can feel free to pause whenever you want to take a look at a card. I do go through them a little fast, but I'm new to this. This is brand new to me. I've never really done a video in this format before, so forgive me. But yeah, I want to get into Pokemon because my little brother loves it, and me and him, we get along well, but I'd like to do something new, something different that I haven't really done before. So I'm going to try and get into Pokemon. We basically went into the shop, talked about Pokemon with this one guy. They were really friendly too, and they told us like where to go for tournaments and things, and just how to practice in the meantime. So I've started building a Giratina deck because I did have a bunch of cards, like a few cards from years ago, and then I went to a card shop at a market somewhere, and they had a Giratina V. So I got one of those, and just thought, I'm probably never going to get into this. But my little brother's pretty serious about Pokemon, so I decided to go with it. So here I am with my Giratina V card. I got it for like $3, which is pretty good on its own. It's a Japanese copy. Luckily, I can read Japanese somewhat, so that's handy. So then this shop, we were just going card shopping, so I've been basically going around card shops with him for a while, and then today I decided to get into it. I even bought some Giratina sleeves. So we went here. They said this was probably the best thing to start with for a build a deck sort of box thing. So that's what we did. We got 2 of them. We got one for him and one for me, and basically just spent an afternoon at the table just sorting out the cards and building a deck. My deck is pretty rubbish. It hasn't got what I needed. I have it's like a psychic and grass type from what I know, and I got 1 psychic energy from one of these bags. That's it. Got a ton of grass energy in the deck, but barely any psychic energy yet. I got a ton of psychic cards, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to figure that out in the future because right now my deck's just pretty weak. So it was fun though. It's actually a fun game, I'll give it that. It's quite more strategic than I remember, because I used to remember it as a rather simple game. I think it's changed a lot since I last played it though, which was many years ago. But yeah, there it is. There's my 1 psychic energy that I got for my psychic deck. I'm gonna have to look into getting more of those. I just gotta find places where I can actually get this stuff. So yeah, essentially these boxes are really handy. If you can find one, go get them. It's probably up for pre-order at the moment. You'll probably find them in about a week, but nonetheless, this is a really good thing, because especially if you're just starting out like me. But yeah, so I'm building a Giratina deck, and hopefully I can take on my brother again. Maybe win a few. But yeah, he has a full water deck based on Blastoise, So quite strong. But yeah, these cards are really cool. We get some shiny ones as well. I'm not sure if they're any good. Sometimes I think they just put some shiny foil on it to make it look cool. But overall, it's quite. They've got some cool designs, and I really do plan on getting more into Pokemon and hopefully building a stronger deck. Maybe going to some tournaments and stuff, meeting some new people. So yeah, this was definitely a really fun side experiment I went on, and I plan on doing more like this eventually if people are interested in it. I'm not going to make Pokemon videos if people aren't interested in it, because this channel is mainly customs. This is just something new I thought I'd do. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to try and play more. I got this card right here. This was a really cool one, very shiny, and we searched it up and it's like worth quite a fair bit, which is really nice. And here's the main deck, the last thing. So yeah, it came with a lot of cards that I'm definitely going to put in my deck. I've been trying to experiment with a few builds at the moment with what I got. Can't say it's like the most conventional build for what I'm looking for. I did get enough cards to do at least something. Got lots of grass energy, so that was good. That's basically one of the main components of this deck I'm trying to build. So I'm all sorted there. But yeah, eventually I'm going to buy some more cards down the line. I'm probably going to have to basically grab a few copies of just single cards, but I have to source them. Anyway, that's about all I've got for Pokemon in general, and I hope you enjoy this new format of video. I don't know when I'll do another one, but I would like to. So yeah, this is Custom Creations, signing out. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all on the next one.